Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Tiger, and up here today, I thought I'd do the weekly update vlog, whatever you want to call it. Talk about what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've got planned for the week, and all of that stuff. I want to start off by saying that I'm obviously the last few videos, it's been quite nice doing these top 10 videos and these top 15 videos. It's quite fun to do those sort of videos, and I enjoy doing those sort of things. Trying to go through the lists and see, because it also gives me a good chance to sort of go, okay, so this can get some priorities here and sort of put things to the top of the list of what to play and what to rewatch, and stuff like that. So I don't know what's happening this week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I've got my son's back at school tomorrow, and I know I've got to go to the school in the morning to have a meeting with someone. But it makes me laugh because we've had all of these people that trying to help us out. Like my health visitor for my son, and I've been trying to contact these people, and they never get back in touch. They always say, "Oh yeah, we'll get back in touch," and all of this, and then they never do. And then I can bet you, like today and tomorrow, I'll just get phone calls and everything, and it all come through. It just makes me laugh because with these people, you want to try and keep on top of it, and you want to be kept in the loop. And then all of a sudden they'll throw in, "Oh yeah, I'm coming out on this day," or we'll do it on this day, and you're like, "Well, I can't do that," and then you feel like a mug because you've sort of they start going, "Oh well, you should be more available," and all of this. But when I want to get in contact with you lot, you never answer. You never, I understand they're busy people, and that's why I don't phone them or anything like that. I don't phone them directly. I'll go through to the main service and try and get put through and see what's happening, and stuff like that. So I might make a few phone calls today myself just to try and chase it up. I know, people are like, "Well, just wait for them to contact you," and to me, I'm not one of those people. I like to keep on top of things. I like to have everything sort of planned out so I know what we've got available and what's being done, and that sort of thing. So going on to what I've been playing, I'm going to be honest with you, still Warhammer Chaos Bane. It really has surprised me at how much I actually put into the game. Like I said, I was a bit disappointed with the DLC. Like I said, I could have paid 20 quid to get the upgraded version, the Series X version, but like I said, I was worried that if I did that, I would have lost all my characters and it would have been a separate game. And I know for a fact that some games do that because Call of Duty, for example, when I first played, I think it was either Black Ops Cold War, or one of them, I played the normal Xbox One version, and then when the Series S version come out and I got the upgrade, I didn't have, it didn't transfer over, so that's why I didn't bother, paying for it. But the DLC, I was a bit disappointed because the Tomb King DLC, it was cool to see like a new enemy type and a new place and all of that. But I'm going to be honest with you, I beat it in like an hour, and I just felt like, the thing is, my character's so overpowered right now that when I go back and play it on the easier difficulties, I can just tear through bosses in, few seconds. With RPGs, a lot of these sort of RPGs, the difficulty doesn't necessarily make the game harder or easier. It makes it sort of, it tunes it in, so if you're a high level and you're really strong, or prestige, legend rank, whatever, normal becomes easy, hard becomes normal, very hard becomes hard, and so forth. I've been doing a lot of the invasion missions. That's where you go in and each mission is it's normally the same sort of thing: kill a bunch of enemies, find the boss, and get out. But there's a bit of challenge to it because your health is constantly draining because you have corruption, and it slowly drains over time, and obviously you need to keep an eye on that. But obviously, because my character's got a lot of healing buffs and health drain abilities, I can sort of, as long as I'm in combat, I can manage it. I've only once come very close to dying, and that was when I was on Chaos difficulty 4. So I think at the moment it's Chaos 2, possibly 3 that I'm sort of now able to do without too many problems, but Chaos difficulty 4, 5 or 6 is where I'm having the problems and stuff like that. I'm really annoyed because I'm trying to get this one piece of gear, and I didn't realise this when I was playing the main game, that if you have 5 pieces of the armour, you get a bonus stat, and sometimes it will make one of your skills not cost anything, which is great because then you can add some more skills, because you only can have 100 points for your skills once you reach level 50, and you can't change them around, you can't get more, you can't, and you really need to manage it and stuff like that. I've done a little bit of the relic hunts, and maybe I need to do more relic hunts, try and get better gear, because now obviously every gear that I'm getting, I'm only really going for the heroic gear to keep, and obviously I'm blessing it, and making sure I've got the right fragments to bless it, and then putting 2 and 2 together and going, okay, this one might be better for me now, and stuff like that. So I'm delving into that sort of RPG element of the game, and I'm really sort of thinking about it, and stuff like that. But now that obviously I've got the extra 2 characters to play through the game, well, one of them was actually a free character, and I didn't even realise that. I thought it was a DLC character. That's why I didn't play as the Dwarven Engineer. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off this invasion rank 1. And by the way, it's unlimited replay value, because every time you do an invasion map, there's normally like 200 or so missions per invasion. But obviously, some missions require you to, maybe you need to get better gear, maybe you need to sort of try and spec yourself out. Because I've seen one of the reviews on the Xbox saying, oh, this game's really grindy, you need to really grind out to beat the game. And I'm like, no, I managed to beat the game all 4 times without needing to do any extra missions and stuff like that. It's quite simple and easy to do. It's not a challenging game in any way. It's only challenging when you do the harder difficulties, which is the way games should be, but like I said, the challenge is fair. The higher level you are, the more easier it's going to be on the easier difficulties. But then obviously, if you try and go in straight away and doing the hardest difficulty as a level 10 or something like that, you are going to get tear through. It's basic common knowledge when it comes to RPGs that the harder the difficulty, is based on what level you are. There are some RPGs that don't have difficulty settings that specify the level with what level you are. And this game kind of does that, but it's not like that. So, so I think I'm going to just finish the invasion rank 1, and then I might move on to another game, play a few other games first. I'm probably going to just do some quick games, some shorter games on the PS4, maybe on the XS3, and then I'll come back to Warhammer Chaos Bane and play through it as the other 2 characters. I've only got like 6 more achievements that I need to get, and most I think most of them are like trying to beat the boss rush on the hardest difficulty, having to beat the game as all characters, which I thought I would have got, but I assume you have to do it with the 2 other characters. So, but like I said, it means having to replay the game, and you don't have to do the DLC, by the way, to get the full to beat the game as every character. It's just the 4 main chapters. But then again, like I said, that's an extra 10 hours that I've then got to put in and do it again. I'm thinking I've got a bunch more games that I want to play in the meantime. I'm in 2 minds for the PS4 because on the 22nd of June, the PlayStation is swapping over. So we'll be getting that new PlayStation Plus with, PlayStation Now included. So part of me is tempted, do I just wait until that comes out before delving back into the PS4? I'm probably going to go with the premium tier, which is £13.49 a month, which isn't bad, because like I said, it's like Game Pass Ultimate, you get both in one. It's only a couple of quid more than the Game Pass, but it is cheaper than what I was paying, because I was paying £20 for 3 months worth of PlayStation Plus, and then like whatever it was, like $7.99 or whatever per PlayStation Now. So it is cheaper in the long run. So I'm probably going to go with that. Maybe they'll do like a I think it's only monthly payments. No, you can pay for a yearly payment, but I might get a yearly subscription, but it depends on how much. I'm going to wait for it to come out first and have a little look through. Maybe there's some stuff on there that has been taken off. Maybe there's stuff on there that isn't. The PS3 streaming stuff, I'm not too bothered about, because like I said, I've got the XS3 and I've got a ton of PS3 games on there. And like I said, streaming to me, you know, even my internet is pretty decent, and I can stream games with very little latency issues, if any. I still prefer I prefer to just play it on the PS3 if I want to play it, because then I know that I don't have those problems. So yeah. What have I got planned to watch? Well, with the wrestling side of things, I've only got like 2 more pay-per-views to watch from 1999. But I'm going to be honest with you, like, I fell asleep again last night through one of them, and I missed the ending, so I don't know whether or not, I kind of just feel like, should I just watch those last 2 before moving on to the next show and watching something else? I don't know. I might see and go from there. I did finish the 4th volume of the Looney Tunes collection, so I've only got 2 more volumes to go, so 8 more discs. I watched all of the Puppet Master films, well, all the 5 original films, so now I'm into there's 12 films, so I'm going to watch the 6th one tonight, which I want to say is either Curse of Puppet Master or Retro Puppet Master, because I feel like, because I know like the original 5, the 5th one was called The Final Chapter, and then I think it was all spin-offs after that. I'm not too sure. But I'm really enjoying the Puppet Master films. I think they're a lot of fun. I think the first one so far was probably the best one for me. But I enjoyed the 3rd one, not because of the violence of the 3rd one. The 3rd one didn't have too much. I felt like the only 2 that had pretty decent violence were the 1st and 2nd one. So far anyway. I know the newer ones have sort of gone back into that gore section. I like the 3rd one because the 3rd one had a pretty decent story and a backstory, and I enjoyed it. The Dead Snow movies, I watched them. I enjoyed the first one. I think the first one was more contained, but the second one was balls to the walls, batshit insane. I'm talking like babies getting blown up by tanks, disabled people getting curb stomped by zombies, you know, Nazi zombies fighting Russian World War II zombies. The ending was, I daren't even say what the ending was. It was a balls to the walls insane. I'm talking like trauma level insane type movies. It felt like a trauma movie just because of how insane it was. I thought it was amazing in terms of like I was laughing. It's the movie that you don't take too seriously, but at the same time you're watching it and go, wow, how the bloody hell did they get away with this? It's Norwegian, so maybe there's less but I enjoy those sort of movies that don't take themselves too seriously, balls to the walls insane. I love cheesy fun horror movies. This is a movie that you're going to watch and be like, wow, it's going to stick with your mind for a while, because you're like, did I just watch that? That was batshit insane. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that, those movies. So I'm probably going to watch, like I said, the next Puppet Master tonight. I need to see which one it is. I want to say Retro Puppet Master, but I could be wrong. And that's so. Obviously now the bank holiday, Jubilee weekend is over. I'm going to be honest, I don't really celebrate it. I mean, congrats to the Queen and all of that, fair play to her. She's sticking in there, bless her, but honestly, I don't really care that much, to be honest, I've never really been one, I'm not a huge patriot or anything like some people. I like England, I'm glad I live here rather than some places in the world. Dare I say which ones, but I'm sure you can probably tell. Not a perfect country, we've got our problems, but nothing to the extent of some other countries in the world right now. But that's an whole nother story, and I won't really go into that sort of thing. So, but yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to do tonight. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I've got to go post office this afternoon now that it's open again. Sold a couple of things, some DVDs. I sorted out all of the DVDs and put everything into sale piles and stuff like that. I might do a for sale video one day. The only problem is it means having to get it all out again, and it is a bit of a nightmare because there's like 200, 300, maybe more stuff. DVDs, they are hard to sell. So I will say, if you're a DVD collector, just be aware that DVDs are hard to sell. Your best bet is to just probably check up the prices, maybe, you know, try and do deals online, like 3 for £1, that sort of thing. You might lose a little bit of money here and there, but you know, if you can get rid of it, that's fine. I do want to do a car boot sale or something like that. We do have yard sales here in the UK, but they're not very common. You know, whereas in America and stuff, I know you guys have, like, you know, big yard sales and stuff like that. Whereas in the UK, they're only sort of prop up every once in a while. You don't really see much about it, and not just that. I don't really want to sit outside all day waiting for people to come. We're by a main road, yes. Where I live is by a main road, but it's not the greatest area. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, so that's what I've got planned today. This week I'll probably try and do some more videos this week, and stuff like that. I'm not too sure. I've got to write some ideas down, and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, and of course comment below. Let me know what you've been up to recently, what you're playing, what you're watching, and of course recommendations. Are you going to get the new PlayStation Plus? What do you think of the new PlayStation Plus? Like I said, I think it's great that they're finally trying to answer the Game Pass and doing the right thing to put it all in one subscription. Saves people money, but you get more bang for your buck. The PS2 and the PS1 stuff, not too bothered about. It would be nice, but I've heard mixed reviews on it so far. I've heard that it's not too great. It doesn't play amazing, but I think that's based on streaming, not downloads. But I could be wrong. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Mad Tiger, and have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye.